Okay, so we're continuing on. I'm still wearing I even left a mark here on my forehead. This is my Flowtime Biosensing headband. And we're going to turn it back on because it was off for a while. It was a little blue light right there. So you can see that right there. There's our blue light. And we got that beeping. And we're going to connect it and try to get some connection on here. Well, we're talking about brainwaves. And there's a bunch of different brainwaves, and we already talked about a couple of them, and we're going to go on to beta. And beta is kind of your wakefulness concentration brainwaves. Now, remember we talked about also that they're measured in hertz, or cycles per second. So like your normal outlet that you put your finger in, or shouldn't put your finger in, from home in the United States anyway, is 60 hertz, 60 cycles per second. And that's just enough to contract muscles. And the betas are about, the beta brainwaves anyway, are about 12 to 35-ish. Because after that, the higher ones from there is going to be like gamma. Okay, so we see beta, some people say it's just a muscular artifact from, doing this kind of thing, or like concentrating. However, we're able to, hopefully get more information out of this and see that, like, we see people with higher beta brainwaves when they're aroused and having a good time looking something up, figuring things out. Doing a puzzle is a brainwave thing. Now, how is that related to alpha? We always talk about getting to alpha, which is relaxation. Beta is actually kind of a relaxation. It's like an idle in your car. When you start your car, you have a low idle, dun, 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 right? Press gas a little bit, start to warm it up. That's a little higher idle. We're in the beta range right there. Now, as you gun it to get going, that's going to be in gamma, and then maybe some other stuff too. But gamma is a little bit higher action for those kind of things. Now, remember, we're looking at the electrical chemical action of the brain. We can't measure the chemistry easily, because we have to be in there and we have to measure the blood and stuff like that. And we just this machinamajig. Right here, actually, this Flowtime headband. This is a personal EEG, okay? And we got different. Let me see if I can find my app here. I'm on my phone. I'll have to put the part of it up here. I'll put it up here, and you guys can see the different pictures of the screenshots. Basically, is what I did. I had to take a picture of my phone. So I started usually with a 10-minute little time. That's it connecting. It's trying to connect to the headband through Bluetooth. So you have to have Bluetooth activated. Sensor check. It goes through all the sensors and checks to make sure we're getting some readings from my head. And it looks like we are. There we go. That's a little bit better. And we get our brainwaves. Okay, so we're going to go through our gamma, our beta, our alpha, our theta, and all those kind of things. So we're talking today about beta. That's the waking state of consciousness when we're focusing on tasks outside of our bodies. Okay? We're not thinking about anything. We're looking at a puzzle. We're figuring out a problem. We're doing math. We're doing whatever. Watching TV, probably. We're alert. We're looking at kind of like what's going on. The lower end is your slow idle. That's like a calm, abiding, really, of attention. What it is we're paying attention to watching a cat play or something like that. A little bit higher intensity is the 15 to 35, and then 35-ish and up we get into gamma waves. Is a totally different set of brain waves. As we get to the higher set of beta in the gamma, we're actually getting a little bit of anxiety. And that can cause insomnia and cause some other problems and the inability to get to sleep. Now, people are trying all kinds of things, and it's hard to get your brain to kind of calm down because you're starting to think about stuff, right? Ruminating, which is thinking about thinking. And then you worry about thinking about thinking. And then you think about worrying about thinking about worrying and all that stuff, just like we did with gamma. A little bit too high. We don't want to go way too high because then you kind of freeze up. Your brain doesn't work really well at that intensity. It can with training, of course, but then as you train, you start bumping it down into these lower brain waves because it's second nature to you. It's not intense for you. Okay, I mean, remember how rough it was to learn to drive. I remember driving on the freeway and driving next to the median divider, and I was terrified that I was going to hit it even though I was like 3 feet away. So I was constantly concentrating on that. Now I don't even think about it. I don't hit it. I know exactly where the edges of my vehicle are, and I've been able to express myself through my vehicle and feel all the different pieces of it. So that's kind of what's going on with beta brainwaves. Now, as we look at them through here, we can start to notice if we're concentrating. We can see a change in those different brain waves. I'm going to be doing a little bit of training myself and some little experimentations by myself. If you want to go on like something like Reddit and write down your experiences, I'd love to see you on Reddit. It's at r slash or use last, I can't remember, r/Flowtime Headband. And I started that group just to see what the heck, because there's no groups out there for this yet. It's, you know, early 2022. There's only a couple other videos on this. I'm going to try to contact those guys and see if I can maybe do interviews with them, you know, or something like that. It'd be like kind of fun to get into that kind of stuff with these people. Okay. A lot of people that, one of the things you notice, okay, when I did this, like clench my teeth or swallow or move my eyebrows around or whatever it is, all the brain waves kind of like your brain activity increases, which could be muscle artifact. Okay, because remember your muscles run at about the same hertz, a little bit more, but in the same mid range right in there, a little upper range of beta. So your like slower muscle twitches and stuff like that may show up as this. Now these are much better than they were 50 years ago. The EEGs. EEGs was, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. You had to sit completely still with a bunch of goo on your head, with a bunch of sensors, and lay there and not do anything. And then there's, you know, 2 or 3 people had to help you do it, put it on, take it off. They had to measure it. They had, you know, machines with tape and all this paper and all this kind of stuff. They had to sit there and extrapolate and interpolate all that information, and then give you the report. Now we have it all on an app. It's pretty freaking crazy. I'll try and get those posted, like I said, up here. Okay, but go ahead and subscribe, please. If you like seeing this stuff, I'm going to be talking more of the brain waves. We're going to talk more about biofeedback. We're going to talk more about meditation and the science of meditation and how it works. We've already done some videos on things like the practice of meditation and the practice of Buddhist teachings in relation to science, in relation to, you know, psychotherapy, basically. I'm not a psychotherapist. I don't claim to be. I don't want to be. But I work a lot with stress. And that's and I've had stress. I've been there. Still connecting again. See, that's what it does when it does that. Anyway, this is Dr. Sean over the Center Path and the Natural Body Works. Go ahead and check out my other sites and stuff like that, and follow me on social media if you like. Whatever, contact me. We'll find out. Get one of these. You know, if you get one of these, let me know. I mean, you order it. And there's actually another guy who does videos. I think I bought it from his, and I think you get a discount, but I can't remember. I know I did the Muse that way. Anyway, I'll have more videos on those. This is Dr. Sean. Take care. Good luck and have a good day. Bye.